ladies and gentlemen, my name is DarkPhoenix Gaming, and this is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. In the last episode, our attempt to assassinate Tariq was successful but ended in tragedy. As we discovered, he was not actually a traitor, but had been planning to lay an ambush for the Byzantines. And now we have to carry on his plans without him. As in his last moments, he gave us what we would need to help save Constantinople from a Byzantine invasion. But before we can deal with that, we have another of Altair's keys to find. So let's hope Sophia's made some progress.
Enjoying the poem?
Who are these men he condemned to hell?
Political opponents. Men who wronged him. Alighieri's quill cuts deeply, no?
Political opponents.
It is a subtle way to
Nice.
seek revenge.
Ezio, I plan to make a trip to Adrianople in a few weeks to visit a new printing press there.
That should be fun.
It is a 5 or 6 day ride from here, and I will need an escort.
Prego.
Oh, I'm sorry, you are a busy man.
Sophia, I would love to accompany you, but my time is running short.
That is true for all of us. Well, I can try to solve this last code now, but I need to run an errand before sundown. Can you wait a day?
What do you need?
It is silly, but a bouquet of fresh flowers. White tulips, specifically.
I can get you the flowers. Nessun problema.
Are you sure?
It would be a nice change of pace.
Bene. Meet me in the park east of Hagia Sophia, and we will trade. Flowers for information.
Okay. Sophia needs flowers, apparently. No idea what she could possibly need that for, though. But I suppose, yes, it would be a nice change of pace to just be fetching some flowers, rather than running around slaughtering Templars. And we're going to be doing a hell of a lot more slaughtering Templars once we reach where Manuel has camped his army. So, we may as well get some enjoyment while we can, yes? That's my thinking anyways. Fit's heavily armed for a flower shopper though, aren't we?
You look like a man with money to spend. What do you need, Dostum?
Tulips, white, if you have them.
Ah, tulips. Forgive me, but I am fresh out. Something else, perhaps?
It is not my call, unfortunately.
All right, listen. I may know where to get fresh tulips. You wait here, and I will return. 1 hour, 2 at most.
I am not waiting an hour.
Exactly. Wait an hour to get some flowers. I don't bloody think so, Sonny Jim. Or for him to screw them up and then triple the price or whatever. But yeah, Ezio does not have the patience to wait for this guy to fetch his damn flowers and wander around doing fuck knows what for a couple hours. So we're just going to follow him. Seriously? They're still having the same conversations from when we were disguised as a janissary. Wow. Those guys do not have a whole lot to talk about, I guess. Manuel Paleologos is now not just disappeared. He's wanted in connection with outstanding deaths. I guess we know who Suleiman decided to pin things on, don't we? And what do we have here? Looks like another animus fragment. That's 18 of them. If I want to unlock all of those Desmond's journey mission back on the Animus Island, then I'm going to need 30 data fragments. So, working on that. And of course Ezio's cutting the tulips with his hidden blade. He does everything with his bloody hidden blade, after all. Why wouldn't he? Well, we have our flowers now, so no need to hang around. Time to deliver to Sophia her tulips. And go off on the definitely not a date with Sophia and Ezio. Oh no. We're just trading flowers for information. We're not going on a date or anything. Why would you think something silly as that? Really? Clearly that's just the most absurd thing ever, is it not? And there she is.
What is this?
You ready for the not a date, Sophia?
Che belli, grazie.
Ezio didn't even bother to take off the crossbow. Great. I love that.
Small role is enough for this adventure, believe me.
You are a mystery, Ezio Auditore.
Mi dispiace. I do not mean to be.
It is fine. È affascinante.
Sembra squisito.
Why, thank you.
Any luck with the final code?
Ah, the code, see. I solved it many hours ago. You will get it soon enough.
Yes, she just wanted to mess with us and get Ezio's help so she could go on a date with us. Never change, Sophia. Never change. Seriously, I love her. Sophia is honestly one of the best parts of Assassin's Creed Revelations. She really, really is. But now, we got to go off finish the last little bit of Ezio's search for this key. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to, honest. Not mean to. There's another of those animus data fragments, though. While I'm on my way, I may as well nab it. 19. I need one more to unlock the second to last. Still the Desmond missions. I'll probably go and find the fragments off camera, but I will do the missions on camera. It's just finding them is going to be maddeningly tedious. They're basically like the feathers in AC2 that you had to get for your mother. I never did that feathers quest because it was annoying as shit. And I don't regret it, but these ones I want to do because they unlock content. Now, let's just find this thing. Second time's the charm, it would appear. So, we'll go off and fetch this book, and then get the key. Alright, here we are. One book for Ezio, and subsequently for Sophia. Maiden Tower unlocked. That's where we need to go. Get this next mission. But before we do, I leveled a few assassins up to master rank so we can assign them to some of the dens, or assign one of them rather. So I think we'll go and do that. Do the den master mission.
In all your wanderings, have you heard the name Lysistrata?
A drama by Aristophanes.
Not quite. She is a local actress named for the character in that play.
I have not.
Will you walk with me? We have a small problem.
a small problem.
We've been hearing rumors
Oh,
for some
I
time now
hate
that
it.
Inquisistrata in a very
It's when I
dangerous
hear
line.
those
We fear
words.
she is responsible for the disappearance of several eminent men throughout the Empire.
But you have no proof?
Not yet, but today we may. There she is, and she has company. I will tail her
Okay.
from the street. You take to the rooftops. Take note of anything suspicious.
And I get detected straight away, these. Great.
There she is, and she has company. I will tail her from the street. You take to the rooftops. Take note of anything suspicious.
Bene.
How do you define suspicious, though? It's something of a nebulous term, is it not? Anything could be considered suspicious to anybody, after all. But I'm going to do this now, yes. And I'm air assassinating all the threats to apprenticy. You would say. Okay. There we go. I'm now going to cease following from the rooftops. Or I was going to, but I'm not, actually. There we go. Alright, see? Keep following, keep following. Apprentice is following as well. Apparently decided rooftops are the way for champs. Which, to be fair, it is kind of fun to trail people on the roofs, but given how often in Assassin's Creed that the rooftops are the slower way of doing things, I'm not sure I would recommend that. Got detected. Great.
There she is, and she has company.
Yeah.
I will tail her from the street. You take to the rooftops. Take note of anything suspicious.
Bene.
To be honest, I cannot be bothered to do the rooftops thing. So, I will also follow from the streets. Even though this is not what the plot would like me to do, I'm still gonna. And apparently the dead man is trying to detect us. Great. We'll stab you. Plus, it's just easier if I take the street side route, if you ask me. I'll get you. And you. And get detected. Great.
There she is. And she has company. I will tail her from the street. You take to the rooftops. Take note of anything suspicious.
Okay. We're going crossbow on this occasion. It should be easier. Should be easier to crossbow them, I think. Alright. And everyone's gushing about the money. Of course. Bloody course they are. There we go. Murder your friend there, and his corpse keeps trying to detect us. Seriously, the fuck, guys. The fuck. How is a corpse trying to detect us? It's a corpse. I mean, come on. Oh. That was a close one. It really fucking was.
Another trader? Doesn't look like it.
I'll hide.
Please ignore me.
And they're still at it. Come on, people. Get to your damn destination already. Seriously. Finally, apprentice, he gets the message that we are not going to be doing things her way. And just that rooftops are for chumps when it comes to actually successfully trailing people. So, well done to her on that front. Okay. Hide. They keep at it. More of the same and all that jazz. Alright. checkpoint, but what is happening here? They've all of a sudden started running. Follow our apprentice. Well, what is said apprentice trying to do? Because I cannot tell. Could you move a little faster, please, apprentice? I would like to get this done sometime today.
Not today.
Well, shit.
Mentor! She disappeared!
We can find her if we hurry.
Okay. Where is she? Where? Come on. Where are you, lady? Come on. Seriously, where is she?
Forgive me, Mentor.
There.
I attacked too soon with too much distance between us. I should have stopped that witch.
To live is to learn. Take this lesson to heart and clear your mind. You will have another chance.
Alright, well, that mission is done. She's been promoted, and we'll have a few more missions to do for the particular heads of our dens. Soon enough. Working on those as they show up, basically. And we now have 20 fragments, so Desmond's Journey 4 has been unlocked. I'll be doing the Desmond's Journey things all in their own separate episode. Once I've unlocked all 5, but to do that, I need another 10 memory fragments. So, actually, I've been, actually, in retrospect, I've really been lucky to have found 20. It would be a little bit premature to assume that I could manage to locate another 10. So, what I think I'm actually going to do is I'll do those missions that have been unlocked so far. Wait a second, I'm seeing something just now. this is a Sophia memory. I was confused for a sec. Here we are. This one's in a bit of a different sort of location, is all, and I guess I found that confusing for a sec. The Maiden's Tower. Search the lighthouse. Okay, what is this place? Well, you can pause and read for yourself what it is, I guess. We are going to explore said tower. It just so happens to have an assassin symbol on the floor there. Quite convenient, no? I would say it is. Just like the hidden blades slot right here. Just as we need a way down. As I like to say, Assassin's Creed, the plot is always bending to the protagonist here. It very much is. It's one of these types of puzzles, which we did a lot of in Brotherhood and Revelations, where it's basically reach location before timer runs out. But in this case, the timer is actually a visible one, which I will say makes it a good deal easier. I'm not sure if you remember the Altair armor tombs back in AC2, but those had timers. However, literally every single timer was an invisible one. It just sort of quietly ticked on by in the background, which made actually figuring out when you were going to run out of time very difficult. Not to say that quiet background time like that can't be well done, but that one was not, is what I'm trying to say. Solve the Maiden Tower puzzle is our current objective, and yes, I will be working on that. Puzzle things that need doing. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Yeah, I think... Okay, I have a better idea now. Of which way we're supposed to go. let's do this again. Correctly this time. Oh yes, I like correctly doing the puzzles. Yep. Got there with plenty of time to spare. Now that I knew which way to go. That was easy enough. Next step, let's go. I do love the music that's playing during this whole section, though. It's just excellent and oh so complimentary to everything. I don't know how to describe it better, but it complements the whole section so well. Though, in some ways it kind of reminds me of the soundtrack from Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and I don't know why. It just feels similar, I suppose is the best way to describe it. And now, pull the thing. Right. Let's get over to here. Jumpity jump. Here we are to press a thing, or pull a thing, as the case may be. Ezio is getting to be an old hand at solving puzzles. At this point, that's for sure. The point where he knows that kicking the thing you are trying get to fit into the puzzle is a viable solution. Because, well, it is. How do I get up there now? I suppose the question. Because, yes, so I'm thinking might have ever so slightly mucked up. Let's get over to here. Unfortunately, we're not on a timer for this, with the exception of my video length, so I can take my time. No pun intended. Okay, here we are. Made it to the statue. I'm just going to take the money before we take the key, because otherwise we will lose said money, and I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Key number 4 is ours. Just one more to go. And I even did it without falling into the water. Though that part wasn't that difficult, to be perfectly honest. It really wasn't. Now some 200 odd meters until we reach a place where we interact with this final Altair memory. Yeah, well, final for the time being, let's just say. Well, we are near a tailor shop for now, so I'm going to use the opportunity to buy myself the heavy sheath, I think. We can have those bigger weapons. We have the potential for another assassin recruit if we want, but I'm not going to, I don't think. For that, we come here to our HQ again. You know, just had to Alt-Tab out real quick to check the recording time. And I think we have time to do this last little bit of Altair, really? It shouldn't be too long, hopefully. Given the length of the last few, I doubt it will exceed 20 minutes or so. And I really want to do this one, because it's quite neat. So let's stare at the magic space key thing for a little bit and get transported into Altair's memories while wearing Ezio's crossbow.
Say he screams in his sleep, calling out for his father.
Abbas, what a miserable man.
It is not our place to judge. It certainly is. If I'm... master has gone mad, I would like to know.
Shh. Good evening. Water.
Of course. Sit.
Many thanks.
What brings you here, old man?
Pity Abbas. Do not mock him. He has lived as an orphan for most of his life, shaped by his family's legacy. He is desperate for power, because he is powerless.
He is our mentor. And unlike Al-Mualim or Altair, he never betrayed us.
Nonsense. Altair was no traitor. He was driven out. Unjustly.
I already don't like that guy, and we've just met.
Did you? I heard the rumors, but I did not believe them.
I wonder if I might speak to Abbas myself. It's been a long time.
Impossible. Abbas uses rogue Fedayeen to keep us from the castle.
Fewer than half the fighters here are true assassins.
So, where do I begin?
With us.
Well, well. Super old man Altair. Looks like it's time for us to pay boss a visit.
You say these men are cruel.
After
Has anyone
all,
raised his blade against an innocent?
Alas,
I'm
yes.
sure he missed the
Brutality seems to be their
company.
sole joy.
Then they will die, for they have compromised the order. But those who still live by the creed must be spared.
You can trust in us.
Kill the boss's captains without alerting any other guard.
People say an old assassin saved the life of a merchant down in the valley. They
And
say he fought with a hidden
definitely
Rumors. I don't believe it.
getting
or not. Say nothing.
very interesting with the way they're utilizing the mechanics of Altair being old, because in this section you cannot climb. Cannot climb.
Leave this place.
You can run, or well, really,
In the village?
this
Send word to the castle, quickly.
is more of a quick jog than anything, but you can run to a degree.
That man seems familiar.
Who was... apparently we've been seeing our late wife's ghost. Almost there. Great. And we can't run for very long.
Welcome.
Sadly.
Not want to get him killed.
Run.
Kill the traitors!
Okay.
You are nothing without that artifact. Nothing!
You see,
You
I
pathetic
disagree.
Stand down or die.
Follow me to the castle, and spill no blood if you can help it.
Yeah. Apparently those guys don't count towards the full synchronization. The other assassins will do as they will. And we just have to deal with that. And like I said, we can't climb, so as Altair, we're going to have to take the long route. But even so, old man Altair can still kick some ass. regardless of the fact that he would be in a retirement home in the modern era.
We could use your wisdom. Now more than ever.
And the last of Abbas's captains is apparently not so much of a douche and decided to join our side rather than be an obstacle.
Kill him! Kill him now! What are you waiting for? You fools! He has bewitched you!
Our mentor has returned!
Yeah, and this little short scene right here.
I fight for you. For the order.
Tells me, and yeah, that guy got killed. Oopsie.
Altair.
Yeah, that guy. This scene right here tells us just what we need to know about how popular Abbas isn't as mentor of the assassins. Because we literally just have to disarm them in order to win their loyalty. Which is quite amazing when you think about it.
Tell your men to stand down!
No! I am defending Masyaf. Would you not do the same?
You corrupted everything we stand for and lost everything we gained. All of it sacrificed on the altar of your own spite.
And you? You have wasted your life staring into that apple, dreaming of your own glory.
That is true, Abbas. I learned many things from the apple. Of life and death. Of the past and the future. Let me show you.
Hidden gun. Altair has a hidden gun. Nice. But for some reason in that cutscene, Abbas's voice sounded a lot more distant than it should have. Like he's further away than he should have been. And I don't know why.
I can never forgive you, Altair. The lies you told about my family, my father, the humiliation I suffered.
They were not lies, Abbas. I was 10 years old when your father came to see me. He was in tears, begging to be forgiven for betraying my family. Then he cut his own throat. I watched his life ebb away at my feet. I will never forget that image.
No!
But he was not a coward, Abbas. He reclaimed his honor.
I hope there is another life after this one. Then I will see him and know the truth of his final days. And when it is your time, we will find you. And then there will be no doubts.
Yeah, old man Altair. Grandmaster of the Order again.
An
Nice.
old man, and still he fought to hold our brotherhood together. I would have called him stubborn in my youth, but now I can only admire his courage. The assassins were his life, from beginning to end. He had no other.
And now, there is but one thing left for us to do. You see, Suleiman chartered a ship for us to go and hunt down the Byzantine forces. And we have to go and make our departure. But man, that scene with the boss in the "I just stabbed you, now let's have our last words" moment there. Man, that was so heavy, it really was. And that one moment managed to make me do the one thing I never thought would happen in an Assassin's Creed game. Or not an Assassin's Creed game, in any game that included Altair. Well, we already had a couple of moments that made me like Altair. Now, that one made me not hate a boss, because he's been such a dick so far that I loathed him.
It's nothing I do a secret.
Not to worry, brother. The captain of your ship is a friend, but neither of you are going anywhere just yet. The Janissaries have raised the chain across the mouth of the Halic and ordered a full blockade until you are caught.
They raised the chain for me.
We will celebrate later. Here, I have something for you. Careful. This has 50 times the kick of our usual bombs.
50 times. Wow.
Bene, I know what to do.
What did you have to pay Piri-Rez to get that? Seriously.
Yes.
There is a woman running a bookshop at the old Polo trading post. Sophia. Look out for her. She is a remarkable lady.
You have my word.
Gather your
Well, thank you for that.
Some attention.
Yes, and now we have to blow up the chain across the Golden Horn in order to get out. Okay. I'm in the restricted area now. I am going to try to achieve not killing anyone with blades, actually. Wait, it said don't kill anyone with blade. My crossbow is not a blade, and hello there. Time to make a boom. You know, when Suleiman gave me...
Those ships are ours! They're waiting to stop your boat!
when he gave me that free pass of mine, you know, I don't think this is quite what he had in mind. Really. But some Greek fire. Can't go wrong. with one of the best things the ancient Greeks ever invented. Because clearly it was invented by the ancient Greeks. Rick Riordan said so it must be true, right? Alrighty, that's them sunk. But seriously, Solar Man could get us seriously. He could get us a ship, but not free passage through. On the blockade, so we wouldn't have to destroy a lighthouse in order to make it to stop the Byzantines. Great.
Yanlış yaptın ahmak. Baştan başla.
Yeah. I ain't got no time for this. Boys and girls. And we're through.
See. Sorry for the delay.
Well, Piri, at the helm of a ship again, eh? Must feel good. And that was sequence 6, everyone. So we'll be leaving Constantinople for now and on to greener pastures.
You know what's out there?
I have a hunch. Yes?
Come on, Bill. You never do anything halfway. What do you think we'll find?
If we're lucky, another prize. If we're very lucky, something that'll end this miserable war.
You're talking over my head, mate.
Listen, Sean, I have no idea what we're going to find. But I do know that whatever it is, the Templars can't have it.
No shit, Sherlock. No shit. Huh. Back on the island, eh? Been a while.
Do you regret
Been a while.
anything, Desmond?
Like what?
Running away? Leaving your parents behind, finding a shit job and pretending to be productive? What's it like spending your whole life avoiding hard decisions?
Come on.
Sure, you're an assassin, but it wasn't your choice.
Do you have a point?
I want to know if you regret anything.
Sure. I wish I'd been more patient with my parents. I wish I'd listened. And Lucy. Maybe things could have been different if I'm not sure.
Thank you.
For what?
For making sense.
What the hell? What the hell?
Sean, you feeling okay?
Sure, yeah, of course, no, I'm fine. Yeah, we're assassins, after all, aren't we, eh? Why should we be surprised if one of us dies every now and again?
Every death is a tragedy to somebody somewhere.
What I want to know is, Is Desmond worth all this trouble? You know, what is he? Is he the chosen one? Is that it? Little Jimmy Special? Some bollocks like that?
I'm afraid not. But what he has is rare. His genes contain high concentrations of first civilization DNA. Only about 1 in 10 million or so lucky.
Oh, the bleeding effect. Is that part of it?
I believe so. I wish I could say we knew about his gift earlier. But it was the Templars who realized this. And they found him first.
Ah, that is interesting. So, apparently Desmond is like part god or whatever. Seriously, to this day, I still do not get the whole first civilization nonsense. I really don't. But anyways, I think we're going to be ending this episode here. And next time, I think we'll probably do those 3 Desmond's Journey things we've unlocked. And I'm not going to bother to search for the stuff for the 4th one. I'll just link a YouTube video that covers it in the description, so you guys can watch that, because I cannot be bothered to search for those last 10 Animus fragments. I really cannot. But anyways, until then, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time for when we do something that's not Ezio for once. See you then, folks. I'll see you then.